Hey guys, it is T. Renee Smith here, author of The CEO Life, helping you to build a holistic life and business. So today's Think Like a CEO tip is all about embrace the season of life that you're in. How many of you guys are a little bit frustrated, right? You expected that you were going to be somewhere different than you are now. How many of you are upset and just kind of done with some of the relationships that you're in? You're not getting your needs met and you're trying to figure out if you need to call it quits or if you're going to continue living in a relationship that you're unhappy, or are you wanting your business to do something different than it is doing? Well, if so, listen up to the end of the video and I am going to tell you how you need to look at where you are now. Okay, so today's topic is going to come from page 31 and 32 of the CEO Life, and it's talking about embracing the season of life that you're in. So I know you guys have heard of the scripture that says seed time and harvest. And so what happens is oftentimes we put it all together and we're like seed time, harvest. And that was a scripture that I grew up on when I was little. But if you think about it, it is seed, then it's some time, and then you reap the harvest. So a lot of times we want to plant a seed on Tuesday. Let's say we start our business on Tuesday, and by Friday we want to be a six-figure business or multi-million dollars, right? Can y'all identify with that? Like we get impatient. Or with our kids, we expect them to grow up and to be mature and responsible, and we don't realize that in order for them to grow up like that, we have to instill in them years and years and years and years of character building traits, right? So the very first season that you have, it is going to be the sowing and the planting season. So that is the season where you're doing your research, where you're putting the work in, you're putting the time in, you're putting the effort in, you're having to sow, right? You're having to work hard. That second season is you have to water it, right? So if you're in a relationship, you have to find out what their love language is. You have to make sure that you are appealing to them mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Whatever the case is, you have to water it. And then that last season that's the harvest season. That's when all of the work that you've done in the sowing season, the planting season, the watering season, you are starting to receive the fruits of your labor I just had a call coming in. I'm sorry about that. You start to receive the fruits from your labor from all of the work that you've done. So what I want you to really think about is look at every area of your life. I want you to look at your health. I want you to look at your relationships. I want you to look at your business, look at your self-care, look at your relationship with your kids, your family, look at your business, and determine which season are you in with each one of those. Is it a season of planting and sowing? Is it a season of watering? Is it a season of harvesting, right? And so you also have to think about there are also areas in your life where that season is coming to an end. I have had conversations probably with about 4 people in the last week that are getting a divorce. And some of them are like, it's COVID, right? Just the stress, the intensity of being around each other, all this time. And some of them are like, I'm on my healing journey and my mate's not coming on that journey with me. So we're just growing further apart. Like that wounded person that they met is no longer the person that I am now. And so I operate differently. I move differently. I want different things, and they are not able to handle that, right? So I really want you to think as you're going and looking at which, season your life is in or your business is in, are there things in your life where that season has come to an end? And the reason why that is so important is because when you're frustrated about where you are in life, you want to peel back the layers and you want to understand where that frustration comes from so that you can take God-inspired action. And that God-inspired action simply is that this is your next level or this is your next step. So the 3 things again for you to do this week are: number 1, assess in all areas of your life, which season are you in? Are you in a planting? Are you in a watering? Are you in a harvesting? Number 2, look and see, are there any seasons of your life that have come to an end? So the old saying is people are in your life for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And then number 3, once you do that, understand what is God's inspired action for you and what is next. Because you want to make sure that you're not making moves based on your emotions. You want to be in the will of God or the universe or the high power, whatever your belief is. And so you want to make sure that you take some time out to meditate, pray, and then hear your higher power's voice. So remember, guys, you can have that holistic business. You can have that holistic life. You can have successful, you can have a successful business, great finances. You just have to make sure that you have the right strategy. So if you need help in developing that strategy, make sure you click the link below and pick up a copy of my CEO Life book, and then also the complimentary or companion CEO Life planner. All right, guys, make it a great week. Bye-bye.